this is what I say. I say you got hoodwinked, and that's okay. That's okay. Because as I was just telling somebody just a minute ago, I have dated in my life. I know they've been talking about whether or not I'm married and all this other stuff. I'm not married, never married, okay?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
Want to get that out there, but I have dated, and I will say, any of us that have ever dated, we've been hoodwinked a time or two, where we just sat there and we thought that he was gonna be so great for us because he sold us on all the things, or her, okay, and then we realized they ain't shit. That's where we are, and that's okay. What matters is that you wake up and you say, this is not the one for me.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
To clap back, you've got to see. You probably heard what Jasmine Crockett said about Byron Donalds on that guy Lenny's radio show. She sat there and called out his wife because of her race and then went on this rant. Now, I interviewed Byron Donalds a little while ago. You've got to see his reaction. Do not stop watching this. It's going to blow your mind.
And if we continue to put people into office, and that even means some of our skinfolk who definitely are not our kinfolk, such as Byron Donalds, who are going to continue to say that, like, I mean, the fact that you sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow, like, is this because you don't understand history, or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you?
Well, it's because he didn't actually say that, right? He didn't say that. But, you know, it's just funny how these people just make up stuff to fake outrage about. And this is how you know their arguments are weak, when they have to basically make up the things that you said, because he actually just never said that. And they know this, but, you know, it is what it is.
You married a white woman, so you think that whitewashes you. Well, I had Byron Donalds on. He's running for governor of the great state of Florida, and it was just a great conversation. But he went there. You got to see this.
First and foremost, don't talk about my wife. Keep my wife out of this. Ain't got nothing to do with her. You can talk to me about policy anytime you want to. Secondarily, there was a couple of times on the campaign trail last year where I know I was booked to be on stage or to be in debate with Jasmine, and all of a sudden her schedule changed. She had a conflict, whatever the case might be. So if she wants to do this, if she wants to have that debate, I'm easy to find. You know, you ain't got to look hard for me. You know, I'm 6'2". You can find me. It's pretty easy. Number three, and most importantly, this demonstrates, frankly, the racism in the Democrat Party, because they don't have a problem when Kamala Harris is married to a white man, or when Ketanji Brown Jackson's married to a white man, as long as they subscribe to the politics of the Democratic left. As long as you do that, everything is fine.
Exactly.
But if you're a conservative, but your spouse happens to be white or of another race, then all of a sudden it's a problem. This is the racism that occurs in the Democrat Party. I'm sick of it, tired of the BS. I tell any one of them who have a concern about me and what they think my views are, debate me. And if you don't want to debate me, Google me. There's plenty of information out there, because I know that I have the facts. I have the information. I can back my stuff up. All they can do is throw out innuendos, throw out talking points. And the last thing I'll say about Ms. Crockett, and I'm going to leave it alone. Jasmine, I don't use talking points. Nobody tells me what to say. And so I know how to deliver a message because I have facts, I have logic, I use economics. I don't get into hyperbole. So if you are concerned about some of the things that I say find a show. It could be whatever show you want to. We'll sit there and do it. We'll have a good time along the way, and you'll go ahead and be defeated very quickly.
Make sure you're following this channel right here. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure that you comment.
Yo, I mean, Byron Donalds said, let's just cut the BS, right? We don't have to go back and forth. Okay, you can meet me anywhere and we can hash it out, right? That's basically what he's saying. And I respect it. I really do. Now, do I think that Jasmine Crockett is going to take him up on it? Probably not. Okay, probably not. Right. But, you know, hey, I do find it, again, interesting how there's always criticism for black men who date outside of the race. Right. But when black women do it, it's celebrated. Right. They celebrated Kamala Harris for doing it. Ketanji Brown Jackson. Cringe Jean-Pierre, right? I guess it's a white woman. But, you know, all of these women, you know, they love white people, right? Okay, they love the great white pipe. They love all of it. I'm low-key surprised that Jasmine Crockett, she hasn't found her a nice white man, right?
Hey y'all, so I just wanted to jump on really quickly. First of all, to say thank you. My staff is really excited that we are over 1 million. So for everyone that was trying to figure out if this is my actual account, it is. Me and TikTok, we was beefing, so I wasn't posting anything, but I have 2 official accounts. I have this one, and then I have the one where we will do everything that involves my videos from the house and that kind of stuff. But I wanted to jump on really quickly and say, number 1, happy Sunday. And number 2, before I caught my flight, one of my friends sent me a message. Now, I've decided to turn off all my notifications on all social media because clearly some people are just getting a little too rowdy. And honestly, I don't have time for that, right? Like, we are losing this country at this moment. So I don't really have time for all the BS that people decide that they want to post when they literally are not relevant. If you, for whatever reason, can't really see what's happening, then that's kind of a you problem and not a me problem. So I'm not really trying to hear from you.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Anyway, so one of my best friends sends me this thing, and it's from Dr. Stacy Patton. And I must say, I'm kind of in love with her at this moment because I had no idea of some of the drama because, you know, MAGA always mad. They stay mad. That's just what they do, at least when it comes to me. So I guess they've really been digging for dirt, and I don't even know what dirt looks like. I guess it's the opposite of what we would think dirt is, right? Because it seems like if you say cheat on your wife while she's pregnant with a porn star, that's not dirt.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
It seems like if you are found liable for sexual abuse, that's not dirt. It seems like if you're indicted in 4 different jurisdictions and you ultimately are found guilty of 34 felonies, that's not quite dirt either. It seems like if you file bankruptcy 6 times, that's not dirt. It seems like if you, what else? Oh, yeah. If your companies get in trouble because there's a badass AG by the name of Tish James that comes for you and your companies because of fraud, that's not dirt. But it seems like now what is dirt and what is a conversation, as people don't know whether or not the government is going to stay open, as people are losing their jobs, whether they're government jobs or private jobs, as people don't know whether or not they're going to be able to afford food, as people don't know whether or not they're going to have assistance to get food. It seems like the most important thing that people can figure out to talk about is what? Oh, let me help y'all. The most important thing that they can talk about is my quote unquote accent. My accent. Yeah, I don't have an accent. I mean, if anything, it's Texan, right? Maybe mixed with a little bit of St. Louis. And then determining that my accent is fake because of the types of schools that I went to. Like, seriously, y'all, like, honestly, I guess that's what's most frustrating is that there's nothing to find. Because if there was, I'm sure they would have already laid it out for sure. But if the worst that you got to say is that, yes, I went to private school, I'm just saying it's a bad day for you. Because, you know, just yesterday, I was just this big DEI hire. And now they're like, well, wait a minute. She's too qualified, right?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Like she went off to these fancy schools and then she gets out and she talks this way. I talk whatever way I want to because, yes, I do have the education. And I've got the heart. I've got the heart to fight for the people. That's why I ran for office. So the only thing that you're laying out is that, no, I didn't have to run for office, just like a lot of other people didn't have to run for office. You've got people that run for office for various reasons. Some people are selfish and nothing but slime balls, and that is why we have a lot of things that are broken. That is why right now we're sitting around and it's a little broken because we got slime balls that decided that they wanted to run for office, or we got a bunch of spineless people that are sitting in office. And I am still the bleeding heart liberal. Yes, I said it, the bleeding heart liberal that actually cares and believes in this country and believes that we all deserve the
the opportunity to live in what supposedly is the land of the free and the land of opportunity. When I get jaded, that's when I'll quit. When I'm kind of just over it, that's when I'll quit. Until then, just stay mad. Because clearly y'all ain't found a bootleg husband. Y'all ain't found a bunch of baby daddies. Y'all ain't found any types of crimes. Because Lord knows y'all would love to throw me in jail really just for existing. Not that that's what we're supposed to do, but you know, whatever. So I just wanted to come on and shout out Dr. Stacy, because I had no idea that they had now gotten mad because the worst thing that they found is that I went to private school. And I don't really understand what the problem is. Anyway, everybody have a great Sunday.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
more people inventing useful things, like Mr. Bobby Ashimura, who wins our Max Headroom Product of the Month award for coming up with a little attachment you plug into your TV and it warns you that the commercial break is coming by automatically switching off your set for 5 seconds. And here to demonstrate it for us is Mr. Ashimura himself.